What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're trying something we haven't done so in a little while. I think I've only done this once on F1 2017, so I thought it was about time we bring it back. It's the Survive series. Basically, we take a racetrack, we turn all the assists off, we put simulation damage on so that it just creates, complete mayhem for everyone involved, and the aim of these lobbies is simply to get yourself to the end of the race. And today we're going to be venturing off into Japan, but also Malaysia as well, since that is the next round of the Formula 1 World Championship coming up next. So here we go, starting from the back in the Mercedes. Let's see if we can survive Malaysia. Away we go. Everyone in front of us has no assists enabled, and they are really struggling with things as we go through turn 1. Lost already 4 people in this Japanese Grand Prix. Just the aim of this first lap is really just to play it safe. Survival at all costs. Like, you just got to make sure you don't make any contact with anyone. And you can see here, with my driving, just how cautious I am driving. I got a little bit close to that Williams, but to be fair, he did get very close to me. But we've gone from, I think it was P18 already, to P5 in just one sector of this Japanese Grand Prix, just simply by playing it safe, staying away from everyone, and yeah, you just find your way through the field. Sometimes it doesn't quite work out though, and most of the time you will get caught up in someone else's accident. It's just luck of the draw sometimes as to whether you get through, but we got through the start phase. Next up, we've just got to plow our way through the field. There will be some cars in front who will be possibly nursing a damaged car, or possibly even driving no assist for the first time. So I'd hazard a guess to say that most people in front of us will be severely lacking in pace, shall we say. But we got really caught up with the Williams there at the exit of the spoon curve. That allows a Red Bull to slide up our inside now. As we head into 130R, we might just about let him go, because I don't want to get involved in a fight this early on in the race. They might get involved in a crash or anything like that, you never know. And as we say that, the Red Bull just completely cannons into the side of that Williams. It loses his front left tyre, and he's out of the Grand Prix. Down to 11 runners now. He also hit off the Williams quite nicely for us, which allowed us to move into second place in this Grand Prix. So, first lap is done, and now we find ourselves in second place, just simply trying to chase down the race leader, steal that kill, who looks a little bit slow. He might have some damage, or like I said, might just be lacking pace, not using assists for the first time on an F1 game. But either way, chasing him through the middle sector here in Japan. The gap is, I'd say, 3 seconds, and that is quickly coming down. I think it started off at like 5 seconds. So yeah, we're just absolutely destroying this circuit at the moment, just hitting every apex, making sure we get the most out of it. And yeah, he's probably crapping himself as well at the same time. So we'll see if we can make a move here on this next lap. We might get DRS here, which should, hopefully put us on the attack at the start of the third lap. This is so unfair, it must be said. I realize how unfair it is, putting everyone with no assist, but, you got to do it every so often, just for the video. How often do you get to see, like, about 15 people crash out of the first corner? It never happens. So, either way, we're going through the first sector. There's a slow Red Bull who has just taken out not only myself, but steal that kill as well. That is unbelievable. That is absolutely outrageous. I saw him coming off to the side of the track. I don't even know if it was intentional either. I think he was just like really oblivious to the fact that the 2 race leaders were coming through, and yeah, we've both been blown up. I've lost half of my front wing. I don't know what happened to steal that kill though. He might have been completely KO'd in that one. He might have retired. But either way, we now find ourselves under attack from the Ferrari of Capu, and we've been holding him up for like the last half a lap. But with half a front wing, there is literally not much you can do against someone who has no damage to their car. So, it was probably a wasted fight there. I tried to put him under pressure going through the S section, but yeah, the car is just dead slow at this stage. Probably 4, maybe 5 seconds a lap slower than what it should be without any front wing damage. But, we just tried to soldier on and just get to the finish. There was no point in making a pit stop, because, you probably wouldn't get that time back. And if you probably did take the risk in making the pit stop, there's just as much chance that you'll get taken out again, and you've just lost all that time for nothing, especially when you lose it a good way into the race. It was second place in the end there. Yeah, I should have been a little bit more alert, as Jolyon Palmer would say. and realised that there was a slow car rejoining on the track. Very, very clumsy from me. But as you can see from the title, it survived Malaysia, and that's where we're off to now. So hopefully we're going to have a much better time of things than what we did in Japan. But as always, we're going to be starting from the back. In these two lobbies, I decided to start from the back because I just wanted to watch all of the carnage unfold. There's no point in starting at the front and just, you know, driving off into the distance. You know, what's the fun in that? We want to see all the crashes. But here we go, ready for the 5 red lights to go out now, and we are underway for Survive Malaysia. Already getting absolutely smashed into the wall, but somehow we actually still survive in the race. We still have most of our front wing intact. We just lost a bit of our front right end plate, but it's nothing that's really going to set us back in this race. That Mercedes, though, our teammate, who took us out right off the start, tried to take us out again as we ran into turn 1, failed both times, and now he finds himself out of the Grand Prix. We'll have a replay of that start. It was absolutely manic, so much that you guys missed the Ferrari on the left-hand side crashing out, meanwhile getting taken out by the Mercedes. The Williams was gone, and I actually thought that was the moment where the Mercedes actually crashed out, and I was like, okay, that idiot's gone. But no, as we carry on further down the road, there's a car going backwards. I thought he was out, and little to my demise, he tried to take me out again, and that's where he kind of bounced off me and went back into the barriers, and that was the end of his day. What a eventful opening straight that was. Probably one of the most interesting ones I've ever had in a Survive series, that's for sure. But we carry on to lap 13, is it? Lap 13. Could you imagine doing a 25% race in a Survive series? I think we'd literally be down to ourselves if we did. Maybe I should do that in the next one. Survive Japan in a week or two's time. Let's do it. We'll certainly do that. But either way, carry on to the end of the first lap, and we're slowly making our way back through the field. Of course, though, with some front wing damage, I am very, very tempted to make the pit stop and change the front wing, which I think I might do at the end of this lap. There's still such a long way to go in the race, and like we saw in Suzuka, we were losing like 5 seconds a lap, so do the maths. I think it's more worthwhile as we almost get wiped out by the Sauber, coming into the pits, changing the front wing, and then just making our way back through the field. Hopefully, we can do it cleanly, especially after the first lap. There might be some gaps that open up, and we can just kind of make the most of that, just picking off every car one by one. We're not alone, though. As we go into the pits, yeah, we got 2 more cars following us in. So, yeah, as we rejoin, we should be able to finish in the points. You know, normally there isn't more than about 10 people who make it to the end of the race. So I'm hoping here we can get towards the top 5. A podium would be a stretch, but if we have some, I don't know, favourable results go our way, then I think it's entirely possible. So we'll see what we can do. Back onto the supers again, and now it's just time for 4 straight up quali laps in a row, and see if we can get ourselves back inside the top 5. There's a car stranded in the middle sector. That is another place. That's entirely possible as well. People making mistakes with no assists. Yeah, so that's why we just got to push on, push out the purple sectors, and just climb our way through the order. P7 it is as we head on to the 3rd lap. Next up we've got Raza, who looks a little bit slow, might have a bit of front wing damage. The gap is 14 seconds. 14 seconds. We gotta catch the cars ahead by like 7 seconds a lap, 5 seconds a lap, something ridiculous like that. But just like that, the gap is now nothing. We're now in P6. Raza is just up ahead as we head on to the final lap. He's actually battling away with the Renault, and we're going to pick our way through nicely as we go to the outside through turn 2. We should get him on the momentum, though, as he got completely blocked by the Renault. Round the outside, he's still side by side with us, though, as we head up the hill into the middle sector. Hopefully we can get this done cleanly. This Renault does look a little bit shady, like he might not want to let this position go, but he does that anyway. Makes a huge mistake into turn 4 and gives up the place to myself and the McLaren. So it's down to us now to fight over 4th place in this Malaysian Grand Prix, side by side through the fast left right-hander, and we get the move done. We've now caught up to the back of Steal That Kill once again, the guy who we were fighting for the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix, and yeah, he looks like he's going really slow. So I don't know, anything's possible as we head into the final corner. We'll tuck into his slipstream, brake really late and put him under pressure. As we head into the final corner, he runs in really compromised, and his exit speed is not going to be great. We stick it up into rich revs, draw alongside, and the run up to the line, can we get him? Not quite. But it is a podium though, which is a lot better than what I was expecting at the start of the race. So, yeah, the fact that we made up, what, 7, 8 positions after the first lap pit stop being taken out, we found our way back onto the podium. I think Steal That Kill might have had a penalty in fact, he did, a 2-second one, so possibly for, I don't know, a collision of some kind, which is pretty unfortunate. But guys, that has been Survive Malaysia and Survive Japan all in one video. I actually did Survive Japan first because I actually thought that was the next race up on the calendar. Turns out I was wrong, but you guys get the bonus race anyway. If you do want to see like an extended, like Survive Japan, then be sure to let me know down in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new. See plenty more F1 2017 videos. Follow me on Twitter, and we can get some races going on F1 2017 online. I want to do more of that stuff now. That's I'm really into the swing of things with career mode and everything else. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.